Hello everyone, like about Cat Shock here, and yes, this is another re-review. This time on Sonic Heroes. Now, the last time I talked about this game, I pretty much basically said this was great. Well, to be honest, yeah, I still think it's pretty great. So, what's the plot of this game? Well, there's 4 in each. For Team Sonic, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles have to stop Eggman before 30 days are up before he conquers the world. For Team Dark, they want to basically get rid of Eggman. And find Eggman because Shadow, who needs his memories, and Omega just wants revenge for putting him in a super secret base, I guess. And for Rouge for Eggman's treasure. Team Rose, they're basically following Team Sonic. Amy for Sonic, Cream for Chocola, and Big for Froggy. Why did Big have to be in this game? Anyways, then there's the Chaotix. For the Chaotix, they get a radio in the mail from a mysterious person, and they have to listen to that mysterious person. It's objectives so that they can get money. And I won't say who it is until the end. Hint, hint. Spoiler. As well, hint, hint. But before we get to any of the last story, let's talk about some different things about Sonic Heroes. First, its gameplay. Now, this is the first, and I think probably only Sonic game that has you play them more than one character or in a game. Like, you can somewhat control 3 characters as when you switch around. There's 3 types of characters: Speed, Flying, and Power. For Speed, there's Shadow, Sonic, Espio, and Amy. Sorry, kinda tired. For the Flying team, for the characters that are flying, there's Rouge, Tails, Charmy, and Cream. And for Big, there's Knuckles. Not Big. And for Power, there's Knuckles, Vector, Omega, and Big Cat Y. And the game basically has difficulty settings for each team. For Team Sonic, it's normal. For Team Chaotix, it just depends in some way. For Team Rose, easy as hell. And for Team Dark, hard. Honestly, that actually feels pretty good. No matter which team you play as, the stages are pretty much the same. And all characters start out in Seaside Hill, then to Ocean Palace, then to Grand Metropolis, then Power Plant Zone, then Casinopolis, or whatever that place is called, Bingo Highway, Rail Canyon, and Bullet Station, Lush Jungle, I forgot the other one, oh yeah, those 2 spooky places. I know one of them's Mystic Mansion. But still, Egg Fleet, Final Fortress, all stages are pretty great, no matter which team you play as. Now, let's talk about boss fights. So far, there's the Egg Hawk. There's fighting against different teams depending on which team and character you play as. It's like, for instance, if you play as Team Sonic, you're up against Team Rose, or if you're Team Rose, you're up against Team Sonic at first. And then if you're Team Chaotix, then you have to face off against Team Dark, or reversed. Just if you're playing as Team Dark. And for the second time, it's Team Sonic versus Team Dark. Again, it doesn't, and depending on who you play as. And then there's Team Rose versus Team Chaotix. Again, and it just depends on. And then there's the fighting a bunch of gauntlet of robots. That's the first time you do that is in the casino place. The second time is in the haunted place. And then there's the egg albatross. I have to say, the background for each stage is pretty wonderful. I mean, Seaside Hill is definitely wonderful because as well as Seaside, and nearby the ocean, it's wonderful. Well, Metropolis City, it looks wonderful for a futuristic like city. Sorry. A little tired. Oh yeah, the haunted, the Mystic Mansion place is wonderful. Let me think. Oh, Rail Canyon in Bullet Station is wonderful because it's in the canyon. The jungle areas, oh, they're so wonderful. The Egg Fleet and Final Fortress, they look awesome. Again, the background for each stage is so wonderful. I mean, by God. Sorry for saying that. Fucking hell, Jesus. Let's talk about the graphics for this game. For a GameCube and PlayStation 2 game, also for a PC game. And yeah, this did come out on PC, I think. It actually does look pretty good graphic-wise. The music for each stage is actually, I'm gonna have to say, one of my favorite soundtracks in the Sonic series. I mostly listen to Ocean Palace because that's my favorite one. Sorry, I'm not feeling too well either. I'm feeling tired, just sick. Yeah. But who's my favorite team in Sonic Heroes? Well, mostly it's Team Chaotix, but I mostly kind of like all the teams. Team Sonic and Team Dark, and well, my opinion on Team Rose is just like, if Big wasn't in the team, then I would say that they're pretty good too. Again, my only problem with Team Rose is that Big the Cat is in their team, and everyone knows how I feel about that big, fat, stupid cat who wants to just fish all day until he gets his best friend Froggy. Sorry. But why is the Chaotix my favorite team the most? Well, SB kind of acts like a ninja. Well, not kind of. Mostly. Sort of, but still, it's pretty awesome. Vector's this awesome leader for the Chaotix, and I like Charmy's positivity. I mean, something about that just makes me smile. I know most people will think that Charmy's like annoying, but come on! I think Charmy's He's pretty awesome. I also kind of like Omega and Team Dark. And Rouge. Oh, pretty awesome. Shadow. Okay, everyone knows my opinion on Shadow is awesome. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Well, it's pretty much the same opinion as I always do about them. But yeah, the Egg Albatross, it's basically just the Egg Hawk, but protected with a blimp. And finally, there's the Egg Emperor. But after that, there's the true final boss with its forms, but again, and I won't spoil anything until some at the end of the video, but anyways. Oh yeah, the background for each stage. Okay, no, wait, I already talked about the background for each stage. I already talked about the music, characters. Oh yeah, the features in this game. Like, first, the special stage. Even though you have, like, for each stage, the special stage is different. For example, all the first stages, because once you get a key, for the special stage, you just have to reach to the goal before time runs out. But you can make the time go longer by collecting all the spheres, all the rainbow-like spheres. And once you get a specific score or a specific time, and you get a shit ton of lives. That's awesome. For this, every second act, like once you get a key, you get to the Emerald stage, meaning that you'll have to race to get the Chaos Emerald. Meaning you have to reach to the goal before, reach the Chaos Emerald before the Emerald gets to the goal. And there's 7 special stages per act. So in total, that's, well, combining the first special stage acts with the second ones, that's 14. But 7 total for the Chaos Emeralds. Sorry. Alright. Kinda sick. But anyways, oh yeah, 2-player mode. There's an option for 2 players just to match up against each other. Or to play through special stages, or normal stages, or battle against each other. And that's pretty good for Sonic, for a 2-player game. For a 2-player mode. I remember Sonic Adventure 2 has a 2-player mode. But I don't know, this 2-player mode for Heroes just felt more like playable with other people. Well then, and like Adventure 2. What else? Let me see. Well, since we're almost at the final, I guess we'll have to talk about the true final story. Again, major spoiler alert. Well, definitely major spoiler alert. So if you get to the end of the Chaotix, it turns out that the one who's been on that radio, telling the Chaotix, asks what to do for each mission, it turns out to be the real Dr. Eggman. It turns out the Eggman and that we've seen throughout the game for each team is none other than a fake. And that's Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic, like having all the data and that he's copied, he can turn into an ultimate powerful form. Metal madness at first. So yeah, for the final story, it's just two different kinds of boss fights. At first, it's with Metal Madness. It's with every team. It first starts off with Team Rose, then with Team Kid, who's fighting Metal Madness, then the Chaotix, and then Team Dark. Then Metal Madness starts it's forming to have wings. It's to become Metal Overlord. And so Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles turn into their super forms. Well, mostly he's Sonic. I don't know why Tails just has this like aura, a shield around him. And the same for Knuckles. If they did have super forms before, but either way, yeah, it's nothing that much to complain about. But yeah, all you do is fight Metal Overlord as Super Sonic, Super Tails, and Super Knuckles. Quote unquote Super Tails and Super Knuckles. But anyway, once that's done, you finally beat the game. Or do you? That's right. Once you beat the story, you realize that there's another mode. But you'll have to get every single A rank in each stage. That includes boss fights. I think it does, but yeah, once you get all A ranks, there's like a hard mode or a super hard mode. Either way, it just makes the game like harder. And I'm not sure like what you get out of beating that either. So to be honest, I've never actually gotten every A rank like in Sonic Heroes. Finally, since we're almost at the end, I guess it's time about how I feel about this game, and then we'll talk about what we've gone over so far and what I'll give this game out of 10. So far, I still like this game. I still think it's pretty great. Again, and I mostly say that because of its gameplay, and also that I grew up with this game. And that besides Sonic Adventures 1 and 2, this was one of the first few Sonic games that I played. I think it was the third Sonic game I've ever played, but still. And also, sorry I sound like this now because I just woke up at like 5 in the morning, but still either way. Yeah, time to talk about what we've gone over. Great gameplay, great music, great stages, great graphics, great 2-player mode. Sorry, yeah, that's my third. Great special stages, and overall a great cast of characters. There's one thing I have to say bad about this game, is just Big the Cat. That's all I have to say that's bad about this game. But that doesn't mean that he makes the game bad, so, yeah, that's the only negative thing I have to say about the game. So, I know this will seem unfair, but since I probably given this game like a 7 out of 10 before, but screw it, I'm gonna give this game a 7.7 out of 10 instead of what I gave it before, a 7 out of 10. And yep, now it gets a 7.7 out of 10. Mostly because I grew up with this game, and again, playing this game nowadays, it just feels wonderful. Well, it feels so nostalgic.
Yes!
It's great to play this game again, and I feel happy about it too. Ooh, I mean, again, it's one of my few favorite Sonic games. I'm Lycanroc Hedgehog, and I'll see you all next time.